You tell me, how is your life
Wow.
going?
My life is full of ups and downs, but still I'm just thriving it. I'm just trying to overcome and negotiate with each and every problem which are coming on the way of becoming proficient. I can't say I would become a proficient, but I just want to feel comfortable or be comfortable when it comes to speaking to anyone or speaking on any topic. That's it.
Okay, so I understand what you have said, but I understand more because of your body language and your facial expression. So I could sense that there is something is there which is not going well, and you are trying really hard to be persistent on this journey or maybe in the profession. And that is the only reason we
Yeah.
admire you. We all people, we have seen your journey, your growth on YouTube, and that's really impressive. You are inspiration for so many women out there. And thank you so much
Thank you.
all
Thank
for being
you.
here on my channel. Yeah.
First of all, I would say I really appreciate it. You really made my day just by saying these words. And I don't consider myself as a motivating personality for each and everyone, but I would say I just try to do my level best to find a particular way where I would leave some learnings for the others to follow. I don't want to follow others' feet. I just want others to follow my feet. And
That's
for this, I have to work a lot. I have to struggle with lots of things, and I'm ready for this.
great. That should be the spirit.
Yes, each and every problem, as we already know, each and every cloud has a silver lining. So maybe this problem has come in my life just to teach me something. So I'm ready to learn from it.
That is called optimistic approach, which I always ask people to follow. Because when you see something good, even in your bad days or maybe bad thing, that is something help you to come out of that situation and you're doing well. So today I am going to ask you some weird or unique questions. I feel that it might be difficult to answer for you,
Okay.
maybe. So if you feel like that, you can tell me, I'll change my question. But I have noted down a few questions to ask you. So let's start with the very first question.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so was there a moment when you cried because of English, either out of frustration or happiness? Have you ever cried because of English? Maybe in happiness or
Yeah,
maybe
I
in
cried.
frustration.
There's no doubt. It was kind of a feeling of embarrassment, and it happened when I got my admission in 11th standard in a government school. So it was my very first experience, and it was my first day of school. So in the class, the teacher, she was just asking to each and every student of the class, just tell me what is the definition of self. And just because of I did my studies in Hindi medium school, so I was aware of only koshika kya hoti hai. In English, I was not aware that it is called cell. So because of that, I was not able to give the proper answer, and because of which she made not only I but also two of my friends to stand throughout the lecture, and we had to grapple with that situation, and it was really embarrassing. But if I'm thinking right now about that situation, then I'm just thinking maybe that teacher would watch my video so that she can understand that now I have
Now
learned
she will feel
and now I can
embarrassed.
speak.
If she will watch it, she will feel
Yeah.
embarrassed.
And even that day, only one thought came into my mind, that it's better to study in a Hindi medium school. There's no need to study in government school, because I have found in government school even most of the students were from well-off family. They were not from poor family. They studied from
Middle class
English medium
family, I
school.
can say that.
Yeah,
From a middle.
because most of the time they prefer to send their kids to government school because of some certification or some degree kind of sort of ideas. I don't have any particular idea about that, but that was the first moment when I felt embarrassed. But later on, I just ignored it.
Okay.
And I think since my childhood, I'm kind of a personality who loves living alone. I love solitude.
Okay. Okay. So, like after, okay, I'll come to that question later. My second question to you, do you feel that learning English give you a new identity? If yes, how is that old Yashoda and who is different from this present Yashoda? What is the difference?
There are lots of differences, and these are totally visible. The kind of person I used to be earlier, it was full of negativity. I was full of negativity. I was kind of a nostalgic person. I used to think only about my past life, and because of whatever happened in my past life, I was totally devastated. I was thinking like I have ruined my life and there is no light is visible and my path is not clear. But later on, when Corona happened, my husband's accident happened, and later on, just by getting a phone and started working on my like started just by watching some good videos, and then English idea came into my mind. So sometimes I feel it was all planned. I can relate each and every situation with my life because sometimes we think this problem has come as an obstacle, but later on we just understand no, it has come just to make me enough knowledgeable or enough courageous person. So it happened, and I started learning English not only for me, just because of having the purpose of helping my husband financially. And later on, I found my interest in this language. I started it not out of the blue. It was my purpose to do something for my husband to become a YouTuber. But that too without letting people to show their disrespect to me. Because nowadays on YouTube you can find there are lots of videos are available. Ladies are doing everything for the sake of getting views. But I wanted to do something better. I wanted to do something which can bring uh, respect and dignity in my life,
That's
and I followed that path. And later on, when I started, I was not good at speaking, but I can say now I can feel that I have improved a lot, and there is room for improvement, and I'm working on it. So I can say I'm a kind of a keen learner, that I have stopped working on learning, and now I would suggest this kind of it's kind of my suggestion. We should keep learning. It
right.
doesn't. It's not like we have to learn only English. We can learn anything. We
Anything.
can learn doing knitting, everything. We just need to keep us engrossing doing something or the other thing, so that we can make our mind to be active.
Right, right, right. I think we all have seen your journey. That moment when you started, you were not that confident, which you are now. So I think by the time you become courageous, stronger, and fluent also in this language, I think that is a very positive change
And
and it's quite visible.
to be honest, I would love to tell through this video. The moment when I started my channel, I used to watch you, Rajni Verma. There was Shri Ramla, and you know what I used to do? I used to watch your videos, and after watching your videos, I used to pretend whatever you said, whatever you had already said. I used to just say using my own expression, using my own sentences or words. So it was my way of copying or imitating others.
Wow.
And I started my way just by copying others, and I ended up just not, I haven't ended up, I'm still working on it. Now I can share my thoughts, or I can talk to anyone without copying someone.
Great. I think that should be a spirit, and I can see the changes. I feel really happy because personally, I am not able to put that much effort into my English, to be honest. Maybe it's because of children or my house responsibilities. But you are also like, obviously, you are also married. You used to live in the joint family earlier, but still, you were able to manage. You were able to take out time for your own learning. So I think I would say that is more out of passion instead of like giving excuses. I'm still giving excuses by saying that I have to handle a lot of things, but that's okay.
And
Yeah.
still, though I live in a separate house, but just because of my in-laws, they're living next to me, so they have no fixed time to interrupt me. whenever they feel like they just come. Sometimes my mother-in-law, sometimes my sister-in-law, sometimes my brother-in-law, they come and just say, hey sister-in-law, just iron my shirt. Someone comes and says, just cook something for your father-in-law. So I have to obey them. And even before this, I had a session with Mansi Di, and we talked about how to say no to others, especially when it comes to our own family
Family
members, our
members.
own
It's quite
relatives.
difficult.
Yeah, we discuss about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really too difficult
Difficult.
because people, they take it so harsh. They
Right.
take it as a blunt reply.
Why?
Yeah,
How
so
she can say
I'm
no
just
to
learning it.
me? Yeah. People take it as like on their ego. They feel like how she can say no to me. So that is very big problem.
Uh, and
Okay.
because of which, and people, just because of my ear issue, people, they have started taking me for granted, because sometimes I can't understand others. So they make fun of me, they tease me, they say so many things about me. So I had to just bear it, and I'm just tolerating it, there is no doubt. But still, from my inside, I have that feeling, I have that courage, I have that guts to do something for myself.
That's great.
It's
That should
better
be
not to say anything and to
anything.
anyone.
Right, right. Even I am also kind of person that better to work on yourself, whatever time you are getting, just try to use it on yourself. Yeah. Let's move on to the next question.
Yeah,
Just
of
by your
course.
answer, I thought of asking this question. Um, is that ever happened that you thought of creating a kind of video, certain kind of video? You created it, but you have never uploaded it on YouTube. And why? Is that happen?
Recently, just I just made a kind of a cooking vlog, but I couldn't post it because I don't know why. What happened to me? I was not able to post videos on my channel for a very long time. It's been 7 days, and I just wanted to post it, but I couldn't just because of I was not feeling that much confident.
Oh.
And to be honest, today in the morning before messaging you, I just saw a video, I watched a video, sorry, and that video has motivated me a lot. I was
Okay.
thinking I'm a loner, there's no friend, there are no my close relatives. So I was thinking because of my this problem, I am living apart from this society, apart from everything. Then I watched that video. It was in Hindi, but I got the idea. I am living, I'm just going through this just because of God has planned something different for me. So there's no need to feel overwhelmed about that you are alone. There are not so many friends. Okay. You have so many friends. You have to just go online. You can find so many. But I'm a kind of person who always try to find friends only in my surroundings. But it's not possible. The people and the family members who are in my surrounding, they are full of negativity. So if you, I really want to be positive, so
It is better
I
to
can
stay away.
find through online.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it happened because of this, I couldn't post videos, and still that video is in my gallery section, and I will post it later on.
Okay, that's great. Okay, let's talk something funny. A very uh, emotional conversation we had now. So let's move on to something very positive and funny. It's a kind of hypothetical situation you can consider it. If YouTube hides the number of subscribers forever, would you still create with the same passion? If you're not able to see any subscriber, there is no option of seeing subscribers. Will you be still that much passionate about posting videos, or will you feel demotivated or something like that?
Earlier, I was so passionate about getting views, increasing subscribers, but later on, when I found myself passion only in English, then I can manage. There's no doubt because now I can see my personal growth. For me, what matters my personal growth, my satisfaction which I'm getting from my improvement, which I get on daily basis. Is but because of there are so many YouTubers, they are so much concerned about views and money and everything. But always now I have forget. Now I have forgot about money. Now my main concern is only improving. improving and rectifying my mistakes. Earlier, I was so passionate. I was totally mad about increasing view subscribers and everything. And I used to check my what we say YouTube
Like,
Studio.
you.
I think in a day more than 50 times.
Okay.
Every after 30 minutes, I used to check how many subscribers or how many views I got
Oh
in
my
my
God.
recent video.
Okay, so you used to do it. I am still doing it. I have this habit, but now I think from last few months, I'm not really fond of checking YT Studio to be honest. But earlier I was also like the same. Initially when I started my journey and I was like very passionate, but now I'm also focusing on my personal improvement and growth, and that can be visible because when people appreciate you, people tell this to me that then I realize okay, maybe something has changed. That's why people are telling me. So now even I am
Yes,
not
yes,
really
of course.
focused, but still I need money from YouTube. I
But I
want to
think
earn.
I would say being a YouTuber, it's normal. It's normal to have this tendency in earlier days,
Ah,
but later
right.
on, just because of our using our intelligence or using our wisdom, we can get everything. Then it becomes normal.
Right. Let's move on to the next question.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you ever made a mistake on camera and then decided to keep it because it was real? Like when you, for example, when you're creating solo videos and while we editing, we already get to know that okay, these are the few mistakes. Would you like to remove that or would you like to keep it the same in the video? What you do?
Earlier, I used to remove. Earlier, I
Okay.
used to edit a lot.
Okay.
Because I never wanted to present it myself as a person who used to make lots of mistakes. Though I used to make lots of mistakes, but just because it was my purpose to give the right content to others, so I did it. But now I admit my mistake because as far as I'm going to run away from my mistakes, I'm not going to rectify them.
Right.
So we have to acknowledge our mistakes so that we can work on it. And as many times we can go through that mistake, we can uh, put a pressure on ourselves to
Right.
rectify it.
Right. That's true.
So
So now
that
what you
video
do?
and that thumbnail always remind us of about that mistake. So we
Mistake.
should keep making mistakes and learning from that mistakes.
Yeah, and I think I'm the example in front of you because I never edit my English Yari videos. People do edit their mistake most of the time. They delete the mistake part, but I have never done that, especially with the tutor video. Because that is the video basically I create for the people who are learning English, who are the beginners. And if I'm making those mistakes, people will understand, okay, these kinds of mistakes happen and this is how we have to rectify them. If I will remove those mistakes, people won't find any mistake in the video, they will not understand, right? So sometimes it is important for the teaching
Yeah.
purpose. So even I also do the same. Okay.
Yeah, it
um
happens. As a naive person, we do sometimes, but
right.
it's okay to hide our mistakes, but not we can't hide it for a very longer time. So
Exactly.
instead of hiding our mistakes, we should work on them. There's no problem.
Right. That should be the positive approach because if we keep hiding them, we can get good views, good appreciation, but deep down we know that it's not something correct. We already understand that okay, I made a lot of mistakes there, but people are appreciating me because of that. But appreciation is when you are making mistake, but still people appreciated you for the efforts you make in order to create that particular video. So that is true appreciation, I feel, and that's why I
Yes, yes.
remove my mistakes. Yeah. Okay, let's
I
move
can
on to
give
the
you my own example. The
yes.
moment I started my channel, so at that time, I was making lots of mistakes. But
Hmm.
just because of I was so confident, so people they used to appreciate me a lot. And now I have started working on everything, so now I'm not getting so many views, but I'm okay with it. At least I'm improving. It is really very important for me, so I'm just doing it.
Okay, got it. Got it. Next question. If you had to teach English without using a single grammar rule, how would you do it?
Um, Most of the time I learn English through situations.
Huh.
And even when it comes to teaching, I prefer to teach grammar rules using situations, a particular situation. Instead of telling them a particular grammar rule, we should try to relate a particular grammar rule with a particular life situation so that we can tease them, so that they can relate them. And this is not only for the grammar rules, even I use this technique when it comes to learning a vocabulary or an idiom. I always use this strategy. I try to relate each and every word, each and every vocabulary, or each and every idiom with my personal life so that I can relate with my personal life and I can use whenever I feel like using it.
Okay, okay, got it, got it. So
But
yeah, you are
I
still
can
teaching?
say on YouTube, most of the teacher they prefer to teach this through just by the conventional method which were used in a school to taught us to teach us. So they are getting students they are getting confused, learners they are getting confused. So I think we should try to change the way. We should try to learn from situational English.
Right, that is, I completely understand because I am the person who never focused on grammar and I'm still able to speak English. So I think anyone who wants to learn English, they can speak without putting so much pressure on grammar. Basic tenses, I think, is enough to start speaking English. And I want to know, are you still teaching? Are you into teaching now?
I couldn't get you. Earlier I was teaching, there's no doubt, but just
Mhm.
because of my ear issue, now I have stopped.
Now you stop,
Because I
completely
have
stop.
to, it's kind of my relaxation time. I don't want to give pressurize me too much because my ear nerve has been blocked totally. So because of which I'm facing deafness problem as well as tinnitus problem. So for this, I have to give so much time, so much priority only to myself or my physical as well as mental health.
That is
So it's
very,
okay to give some time to ourselves because our health matters a lot. I can teach later on, there's no doubt. But first of all, I have to work on it because it's not a kind of a problem uh, which I can neglect.
right. That is very important. I think now at this stage, I
Yeah.
understand health must be your priority, not your. I think everyone's priority should be on health and mental health, especially. So that is very important. And after that, if you get time, then you have to follow passion and other things also. So now even I am trying to sleep on time. Earlier, I used to sleep around 1, 2. And now I'm trying to come back on a routine where I try to sleep around 11:30 or 12 last. So for 12, if I sleep, so I have to get up early, like 6 o'clock, 6:30, and 6 hour or 6.5. It's just sufficient for me, I feel. So the health is important, I must say that. Okay. My next question to you
Yeah.
is, yeah, you want to say something?
No, I just wanted to say we have to start doing something for our health. There is no doubt. Because if we are ignoring our health, that later on we will have to regret it.
Exactly.
So why not take this initiative from today onwards?
Right, right.
So I have started, there's no doubt, and meditation, yoga, it's helping me, there's no doubt. What about you? Do you do on daily basis?
I don't. I have seen your videos actually. I remember the time when you used to in that video particularly you wake up I think 4:30 in the morning or maybe prior to that, and you did like jhadu, mopping and everything, and then you did yoga as well. So I was feeling quite shocked because it's really not my cup of tea to get up early in the morning, 4 or 4:30. I couldn't even imagine. So I appreciate you for that. Yeah, but recently I've started controlling my diet, my outside food. That is a lot because I'm really fond of eating outside food, which is not really good for health. And started doing some walk. It started only yesterday. Let's see how long it will go because my children, they don't allow me to walk because every time they're around me and I have to just, play with them. I have to sit with them. Sometimes it's not, possible for me. But still, I am trying because I really want to be back in my
Yeah, being
shape
a
and
mother,
want to
it
reduce
becomes
weight.
really difficult for us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your video is
But
getting
at least
stuck.
I would, it's kind of my suggestion. Try to get at least 15 minutes for you. I'm not saying
15 minutes.
that you have to do yoga. No, don't go for yoga, but at least go for pranayam and meditation. These two are really beneficial.
Right. I think
Yeah,
I don't
pranayam like
have.
doing anulom vilom and bhramri. Only two or three things for you.
Okay, so I think I do have 15 minutes. It's not really a big deal. I spend 15, 30 minutes, even hours sometimes watching TV or watching a podcast. So I can give time, but I think it's my inner me which not allowing me to go on meditation, yoga, because I am literally feeling afraid. I'm feeling lazy also. You can say that. Yeah, I'm little sluggish when it comes to do yoga and exercise. Now I'm getting this kind of attitude.
But
Earlier I was not like that.
but I'm just saying this. I'm just saying this. When you start for the very first time after 1 week, then you can see the results,
Right,
visible results
right.
inside your personality in your health.
Right, that's true. I myself
It's
tried.
really gives us good immunity. And people who always suffer from cold and cough, so when you start doing pranayama on daily basis, then you are not going to catch cold and cough so early.
Right, right. That's true. I'll try. Let's see how soon I can adopt these kinds of good habits. But I'm trying on them. Okay, next question. Let's imagine
Yeah.
your YouTube subscribers are sitting in your village courtyard. What would you serve them first? Chai or an English lesson? Did you
Okay,
get my
so
question?
here I would say being a homemaker, so whatever I have, I would suggest here we don't prefer to have tea. Instead, we prefer to have charge, milk,
Okay,
everything,
chai.
whatever we get
Okay.
easily. Yeah. So I would definitely prefer them. And I think learning English is not necessary.
Not
When it
necessary.
comes to give a hospitality and everything. So I think we should give preference to our Hindi language because we are Indians and we have to be proud about our nationality. So I think uh, it's not only about boosting up, but sometimes doing something with our natural language, I feel comfortable only with that.
That's a great
Even
idea.
whenever any guest comes to my house, so I don't even Hindi. I use only my mother tongue.
What is your mother tongue then?
Hardly I get time to speak Hindi.
What is your mother tongue?
Yeah,
What is your mother tongue?
it's kind of Bhojpuri. It's sort of
Okay.
Bhojpuri.
Can you say one line in Bhojpuri?
Yeah. खाना खाए हो कि नहीं नहीं Even whenever, I don't know what happened. Whenever I try to speak a different language, then it becomes really difficult for me to jump into the another language.
Okay, okay, great, great, great. Same is like my mom. When my mom used to go to village, like which is in Aligarh, Hathras, she used to speak the same language of like where the people used to speak. But when she come to Delhi, she speaks like normally, like we are talking to each other in Hindi language. So I can see that it is very good. I think nature it should be there in every person. That when you go somewhere, you have to adjust yourself according to your surrounding or the people. It applies in all of your things, like if you're wearing any cloth you have to look your surroundings, where are you going. If you have to communicate, you
Yeah,
have to prefer that how other people are communicating. You should not try to be alone or show off. I feel that it should be not there.
I think even if I would start using English language, then there is no benefit. People, they are not going to understand me. Even instead, they will tease me because I have observed this sometimes earlier when I used to speak in Hindi, even in Hindi. So they used to make fun of me.
Okay.
Even I used to speak Hindi, but still they used to say, "Stop babbling about or stop talking too much about English.
Okay.
Don't talk in English." They
Okay.
used to consider only Hindi in English, let alone English. If I
Okay.
would start speaking that, then I don't know what would they think.
So we can't change the mindset of people. They are going to behave in a certain manner which they have learned throughout
Yeah,
their
no, no,
upbringing
no.
or their life. Yeah, that's true. Okay. If my last question to you, because we have only 5 to 7 minutes, if you want to give 3 tips to a person who lives in a village and want to master English, what kind of tips you would like to give them?
Um, I would say only one thing, that first thing that has helped me in my case, that is listening. Listening is really very helpful. You should go for listening, and later on you can start speaking. Listening, speaking, and then there's no doubt we should work on basic grammar rules. We should learn and just start speaking. and then later on we can work on reading and writing everything, but first two things are really very important, that is doing listening and speaking practice as a child learns.
Right, right, right.
And the third thing which is really very important, that is your passion, that is your burning desire, that is your why, because without having your why, your passion for doing anything, you can't do anything. So
Okay.
for this, you have to develop your reason, you develop your burning desire for doing anything. Because if you don't have a particular reason for doing anything, then we don't take it so seriously. We always take this for granted, and we always keep making excuses and keep each and everything. We keep procrastination, doing
Right.
procrastination, and it's not good at all when it comes to learning any skill, any of the skills.
That is true, and I have an example of this. What you have said now, dedication and passion is really important. No matter how much resources you have around you, but until you are passionate or dedicated about them, you can't learn. Because yesterday only I had a session with a senior lady. She was only like she was 50 years old. I really like her energy she bring on the video. She was very honest. She was saying that why I have not learned English yet, because I am not dedicated. I have no passion. I want to learn English. I have
Hmm.
desire, but I have no dedication. So desire, if you have desire for something, you must have to be dedicated for that thing. So I really love that conversation. I'm going to post it today. So I really appreciate those people that you're very honest and you know that what is the problem that stopping you to become fluent in English. And then she promised me that I will keep practicing for 1 month, and then after a month I will connect again with you. I really like that conversation. So yes, that's true. Anything else would you like to ask me? We have only 2-3 minutes.
And I too enjoyed this a lot. I couldn't get you. What did you say? Pardon.
Your voice is cracking actually. Your network is not stable today. You're frozen.
Yeah, it's I as I mentioned earlier, na, it happens whenever I start doing something good or productive for me. So it happens with me.
No
Even
problem.
once I wanted to have session with Google Knowledge Hub. It's kind of a channel,
I
and
know.
the lady who is running that channel from Pakistan. And we tried a lot, but I couldn't. We couldn't have that session
Sometime it
because
happens.
of network issues.
Okay, sometime it happens. No problem, not at all. At least I am able to understand you. I enjoyed this session thoroughly. I have seen visible changes in you because
Yeah.
we are meeting after a long time, and I can see that you are more confident now. You're speaking so fluently without any pause, and you're using good number of vocabularies. Amazing. I appreciate you for the positive work. You have worked on yourself and amazing. Yeah.
And even I was also looking for this opportunity for a very long time, just because of I lost everything. Even I lost my confidence, but somehow I managed to be consistent. I managed to regain my confidence, and because of which I'm having this session after 15 days, I think.
Oh my God.
In this period of time, I didn't have even a single session,
Okay. But why?
because sometimes situations are made in front of me in which I feel I'm so pathetic. I feel like my life is totally monotonous. I do feel like, though I kind of try to manage to be a positive person, but sometimes negativity impacts me a lot.
Hmm.
So, but still, I try to come out of it.
So try to connect with the positive
But
people.
you really made my day, and
Okay.
but sometimes connecting with others, it becomes a very difficult for me. It becomes a Herculean task for me, because
Okay.
whenever my husband stays at home, then I can't have session with anyone, because he keeps turning on the fan and I can't do anything with the
But
fan
you
which is
can use
on
mic for that.
because of
If
the
you will
sound.
use mic, you won't listen that fan mic, fan noise. Or even if you are having session on Zoom through laptop, that Zoom doesn't capture the outside noise. You can have session very nicely, peacefully. Right now my fan is there, but nothing will capture here. So you can
But
use good.
my no, the problem is that I can't have session with others because of I always face problems when it comes to understanding to others because of fans noise.
Okay. Okay. Or you can't use earbud now.
Yeah. have suffered this.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm dealing with this problem, and still I'm on medication.
I just pray that you will be fine soon and you will be back on YouTube like earlier. You used to create videos every single day. I would. And all the best for your life. Thank you so much joining me.
Of course. And
Yeah, it's about to end. We'll
yeah, thank you,
continue
Deep.
this tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you for making my day. Yeah, definitely. Sure, sure. Bye bye. Take care of yourself.
Okay, bye bye.